Would like to talk to you about banking. I'm professor of international banking. I'm trained as an economist, macroeconomics, monetary economics, but for the last 10 years I've been professor of banking at Southampton, and of course these are very much related disciplines. Economics and macroeconomics has for most of the last 40 years ignored banking. So when the banking crisis happened, and when we say the banking crisis, then we're referring to the North Atlantic banking crisis emanating from the US in 2008. A lot of journalists wanted to ask some leading professor of economics for a comment, which is quite reasonable when you have a massive crash on Wall Street and banks going bankrupt and pandemonium in financial markets. And so you can imagine the scene of a Wall Street Journal journalist calling up, who's the most famous economist at MIT, Harvard? Okay, call them up, professor of economics. Please, what's going on? Can you please comment? Now, the honest answer by the professor would have been, no, I can't comment. Oh, why is that? Surely, you're the most famous professor of economics. You received even what is usually known as the Nobel Prize in Economics. Of course, we know it's the Riksbanken Prize in Economic Sciences in honor of Alfred Nobel, which the Nobel family is not so happy about, but that's another story. So you've even got these prizes. Surely you can give a comment. No, I can't. Why not? Well, my theories and my models do not include banks. Excuse me? That is the reality of leading economics in the leading universities all over the world, in the textbooks, macroeconomics. So if you haven't studied economics, it's hard to believe. You think I'm making this up because it's a good story. No, this is the truth. It is shocking. And of course, it's connected to, many of the developments that have been happening in the past century, some of which I will touch on in this presentation. So, banking, of course, is crucial. Anyone who has not studied economics will be able to tell you that banks are important and powerful, and therefore, of course, we need to understand how the monetary system works, and also we need to be able to answer the question, what is money? And we need to be able to define it, and I think we can define it. The textbooks can't. The textbooks say we don't know what money is. So today